Good morning, children. It's Tuesday and yesterday was Monday. Today is Tuesday and it is the 16th, so a 1 and a 6 of March. And it's dinosaur time still, and I've really enjoyed this because I've been doing some learning as well, because I don't know loads about dinosaurs. I know some things, but I bet I don't know as much as some of you do. So even like I always tell you in class, grown-ups learn, and grown-ups are always learning just like children are. So I've been doing some learning of my own, and I've learned some things about the different dinosaurs, and I've got some dinosaurs here. So I'm going to be doing some showing of different dinosaurs, and I want your help with different dinosaurs because I found some things out, but I'd love to know if you know anything else or you can find anything else out about these dinosaurs. So look at all these dinosaurs that I've got here. So I'm going to go through them. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each of the dinosaurs. Okay, and so this one, I bet some of you know what it's called, but it's a flying dinosaur, and it's got a really big beak with lots of teeth, and it's got really wide wings, and it's got a tail, and it's not got feathers, so it's not like a bird. It's more like, I think it's like a dragon, but it used to fly through the air and then it'd swoop down to get food. Does anyone know what it's called? That's right, a pterodactyl. A pterodactyl. I'm going to put the pterodactyl just down here. Okay. Here's my next one. Ooh, look at him. And he was actually quite a big dinosaur. He doesn't look very big, but he was a really big dinosaur. And this round his head is called a frill. And these two actually are horns. So he had two horns here and one horn at the end of his nose. What do you think that horn might have been used for? That's right, fighting, when he was protecting himself or fighting other dinosaurs. And he's called Triceratops, like triangle, because like a triangle has three sides, the Triceratops has three horns, 1, 2, 3. And he was a plant eater, so he liked eating leaves and plants. And because he was a plant eater, you can see he hasn't got teeth, he's got like a beak, like a bird. Okay. Let's look at my next one. I bet lots of you know this one. Who do you think this one might be? That's right, he is the king of all the dinosaurs. He is the T-Rex, isn't he? And he has got really big, strong legs and a huge tail. And the reason he had a tail that was so long and big was to balance him, because if he didn't have a tail, he would have fallen forward, because the tail balanced him so that he stood up. And he's got really little hands, and his hands don't actually reach his mouth, so he couldn't put food in his hands and do this. He had to go down to his food. And his teeth are absolutely huge. He's a meat eater, and that's why he's got all these teeth. And you know, one of his teeth is the size of a banana. If you get a banana, if you've got bananas in your house, have a look at that. And that is like just one of his teeth. Isn't that amazing? So that's the T-Rex. Let's put him over here. Does anyone know this one? Now this one, I wasn't sure about his name. I thought I knew it. And when I looked, I was right. But he's called a Parasaurolophus. It's a big long name, isn't it? A Parasaurolophus. And if you look, he's got a big crescent on the back of his head. And that was hard. It wasn't like, it was like bone. It wasn't a feather. And he looks a little bit like T-Rex, doesn't he? But not quite as scary. So that's Parasaurolophus. I said it right. What do we think this one is? And these that are on his back are called plates. It's a funny name, but they were actually called plates. And these were to protect him. So if another dinosaur tried to eat him or grab him, these were to shield him, like a shield. Let me just move T-Rex out of the way. And this one, well, look at his mouth. Do you think he was a plant eater or a meat eater? That's right, he was a plant eater because he hasn't got sharp teeth. He's got just a really, really big mouth. And so that's a big clue of whether it's a plant-eating dinosaur, which is called a herbivore, or a meat-eating dinosaur, which is a carnivore, because meat eaters had really, really big teeth. And usually they were the ones that had really sharp claws as well. And some of the dinosaurs, like this one, have really long necks. Why do you think they have long necks? That's right, to reach the leaves on the trees, the high trees, because when dinosaurs were around, there wasn't grass on the floor to eat. There wasn't grass when the dinosaurs were around. There was just high, tall trees, so they needed big, long necks to reach those trees. So he's a herbivore and he eats lots of leaves. And his big tail helps to protect him because he whacks other dinosaurs if they come and try and get him. So that's a Diplodocus, that one. Diplodocus. Just got one more to look at. And you know, I could only find a little one of him. But he wasn't actually that small. This one was like a round, quite big, round dinosaur. And he had a tail like a hammer. And he'd thump his tail on the ground to warn people and also to protect himself. And he had almost armour all over him to protect himself. And he's called an Ankylosaurus. Okay, and the reason I've got this next animal is it's not a dinosaur, but it's the closest thing now that we still have to a dinosaur. What is it? That's right, it's a crocodile. So we don't have dinosaurs anymore, but the closest thing to a dinosaur that we still have is a crocodile. And these dinosaurs and the crocodile are all called reptiles. And they all lay eggs. And they all have babies out of eggs. That's really interesting as well. Found out loads of things about dinosaurs, but I wonder, bet you know more than me about dinosaurs. I'm sure you do. And I'm going to put some pictures of dinosaur fossils on now for you, because I'd like you to do some finding out about dinosaur fossils, because fossils are really, really good, because they're how we know what dinosaurs look like. Because when dinosaurs were around, people weren't around, and so there were no photographs of dinosaurs. So the only way people have been able to learn about them is to look at fossils. So I'd like you to do some finding out that I'm going to put on here for you now. Okay. Hope you enjoyed my facts about dinosaurs, and I hope that you're going to do some more finding out as well. There might be a dinosaur that I've missed out that you think, oh no, you've missed my favourite one. Because I like velociraptors. You could look up about those. Or which was the fastest dinosaur. Oliver wanted to know yesterday whether he can run as fast as a dinosaur. So I wonder if you could find out about a fast dinosaur. So have lots of fun. Well done.